again. They did it again. Holy, they did it again. Welcome to it. Not instant, but post game reaction. Look, the breakdown analysis, they'll come tomorrow. The This is just my raw thoughts. Again, a lot of this, sometimes you gotta stop being an analyst and be a fan for a second. I've never seen anything like this. Okay, look, first half, OKC did a really great job of having active hands and forcing some turnovers. Yes, some were unforced by the Pacers, but I thought Caruso, Wallace, Shea, they just did a great job of getting their hands in there. I mean, look, when you turn the ball over 20 times in a playoff game, that has something to do with the defense. And OKC has a historic defense. And they were fantastic in the first half. Now, them being only up 12 was kind of like you can't only be up 12 when you force 20 turnovers, but I will say a lot of turnovers were dead ball turnovers. But what y'all came here for is the second half, mainly the fourth quarter. They were down 15 in the fourth, and they did it again. Where Carlisle late takes out Miles Turner, goes to Obi Toppin, who again had a rough start, composed himself, came back in, responded with 17 points. Unbelievable that the Halliburton gets the game winner in a night where he was okay. It's another balanced scoring outing from him and from the Pacers, and they do it again. I genuinely have no words to what I just saw. I don't know. I don't know what I've just witnessed. This is the Halliburton. He's done it again. I I I don't know. This is just me raw. I don't know what I just saw. Like for you to do it once, okay, that's crazy. Twice, okay. Against the Knicks, I'm like, okay, the ball bounces up because that's not gonna happen again. Against a historic team in Game One of the NBA Finals, and they did that. Wow. I I think even the Thunder got to be a little bit like, yo, what the heck? Because this wasn't like the Nuggets loss, where okay, Nuggets do that one time. The Pacers are continually done this, and look, before the series, we said 48-minute series. Pacers or Thunder don't quit. Usually, they don't quit. Usually, against the Pacers, it's a 48-minute fight. The Thunder led for 47 minutes and 59.97 seconds. The Pacers won the game. They led with point 0.3. It's actually unbelievable. Again, this isn't even analysis. This is just me spitballing. This is just what this is. Um, they've done it again. That's all I can think of. Look, OKC side Shea tonight was great. They made the change to put Holmgren at the 5 and J Dub at the 4. Shea was great tonight. Lou Dort was also great tonight on the defensive end and offensive rebound. I thought J Dub was decent, but he wasn't really efficient. What's going to be underrated in all of this is the Pacers defense. When you hold when you hold the Thunder to 40% shooting, 36% from three, and then they out rebounded them by 17. What was really killing the Pacers, 20 turnovers and a half. I've never seen anything like it. That's the most turnovers I believe in a finals game, like in terms of a first half ever. Again, I've got nothing. I've got because what do you want me to say about that? Okay, I can get into how how good I thought Caruso was um in the game, mainly on the defensive end. I could get into how I thought Dagno made some good adjustments in the first half. Thought starting Casey Wallace was the right move, keeping Caruso moving Hardenstein to the bench and Hardenstein playing well, and them not playing the two bigs. I thought that was a right move. I could talk about Rick Carlisle settling his team down in the second half, and in the fourth quarter making Nimhart the primary ball handler, and then Nimhart being the unsung hero and just going to work. I could talk about how they got Howie off the ball more. I mean, there's a lot of things that tomorrow we will go in depth to and talk about because, again, Pacers weren't the better team in this game. OKC did a lot of things well and still lost. But the Pacers in the second half, I felt they settled down. And they settled down. They stopped turning it over. They were getting good action in the two-man game. I thought in the first half, OKC was taking Indiana out of everything they wanted to do in terms of their sets, and I actually thought the Pacers were going a little bit too fast. Personally, again, wow, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what like again. I will say this. What do you want me to say about that? What do you like? What do you? I've got nothing because it just I NBA Finals Game One. This is what happens. Like, oh my gosh. They've legitimately done it again. I've said that so many times in this video, and quite frankly, I don't care because that's how I'm feeling. Wow, I don't know what to say anymore. I'm still speechless. I'll gather myself, and tomorrow I'll have obviously we'll talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers and all that jazz, and I'll have a more in depth analysis of the game. I'll probably go back and watch it tonight and see more what the Thunder did gr- great, what I felt like the Pacers did great, what I felt like both teams need, how I feel like both teams need to adjust in game two. But the Pacers are up 1-0. It's unbelievable. I've again I put on my story. I've never seen anything like it. I haven't. All right, y'all. Raw reaction, instant reaction. See ya. Take care. Unbelievable.